Good day, everyone. Our topic for today is all about the introduction to quadratic functions. Listen, kid, a quadratic function is one whose equation can be written in the form of y equals ax squared plus bx plus c, where a, b, and c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. In the equation of a function, the highest exponent of the variable is x is 2, called the degree of the function. Its graph is a smooth curve called parabola. A quadratic function can be represented as the table of values, graph, and equation. Examine the following examples by our heroes. So the first one, by using table. So let's say y equals x squared plus 2. And for the x, we can assume that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are numbers from the independent variables. For the savings, we have y. For the to find y, we need to substitute 1 to the x, and that is 1 squared. That's 1 plus 2, 3. If we will substitute 2, the answer is 6. If we will substitute 3, the answer is 11, 4, 18, 5, 27, 6, 38, and 7, 51. Then, first difference, 3 minus 6 is 3, absolute value. 6 minus 11 is 5. 11 minus 8, 18 is 7. 18 minus 27 is 9. 27 minus 38 is 11. And 38 minus 51 is 13. It is not equal. But for the second difference, we have 3 minus 5 is 2. 5 minus 7 is 2. 7 minus 9 is 2. 9 minus 11 is 2. And 11 minus 13 is 2. So all are equal. Using table, we can represent quadratic function. Next is using graph. So unlike a linear equation whose graph is a line, the graph of a quadratic function is a curve called parabola. It can be cut in perfect half in its axis of symmetry. It has a turning point called the vertex, and the parabola may be positioned based on the equation. So in this portion, our parabola is opens upward. These are the roots that we have, and this is the vertex. The vertex has a coordinates of h and k, wherein it has a formula at the same time. So I will discuss the formula in a separate video. And then, um, so this is the axis of symmetry pointing the vertex. So the axis of symmetry is the h. Okay. Now, so that's it. So for this one, it opens upward. If our a in the what they call this, in the parabola or in the quadratic equation is less than 0, then our parabola opens downward. Using equation, the general form of quadratic function is written as y equals ax squared plus bx plus c, where a, b, c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. The standard form or vertex form of the quadratic function is written as y equals a quantity x minus h squared plus k. Here are some tips on how to know if the equation are not quadratic function. There is a fraction exponent, so that is not a quadratic. The degree of the equation is 1, exponent of 1, so that's not quadratic. There is an exponent of 3 or above, that's already not a quadratic. And finally, there are more than 2 variables. So like xy, okay, or ab. So always remember that there should be one variable that's it's either x or any letters, okay, in the quadratic general form. So now here are another stone. With that, thank you very much for listening. That's all about for introduction to quadratic functions.